Welcome to MOSAX New World Empire channel. Of course, this is the special channel. My name is Vera Sax, and of course, as you can see, I have a special guest in the house today. It's not just a special guest. It's your teacher, your piano teacher. His name is Danny Keys. All right, guys, meet your teacher, your piano teacher, Danny Keys.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Hello, viewers. As she earlier said, I'm Daniel. I'm a music teacher. I'm a piano instructor and a vocal arranger. Definitely, you'll be inspired as you keep on with the course we'll be talking about.
All right, guys, stay tuned as we review the introduction of this particular instrument, piano.
All right, guys. My name is MOSAX, your guy here coordinating these piano classes and other classes that is running presently: the trumpet, the drums, the piano, and the saxophone, and every other instrument. Violin is still coming up in this channel and in our online academy at www.mosaxnewworldempire.com. All right, we are glad to have our teacher, as Verasak said. Sir, you're welcome to this class. Thank you for availing yourself to do this. Now, this is the man that actually recorded all our live recordings for Verasax's So Beautiful album project. And I want you to go and listen to some of those songs and see that we are not just dealing with someone that plays keyboard here. We're dealing with an advanced player. You are about to start a class with a professional in this. This is what he does. This is his job. And he does it so well, and he does it so nice. And the good news is that he's a teacher, and he teaches this instrument. So over to you. In this class, we want you to just share with us what you are going to be dishing out in this channel and in the academy for students that are going to be watching you in this channel, and for students that are going to register under your class, one-on-one classes with you. We want you to show us what are those things that they should expect: the beginner class, the intermediate class, and the advanced class.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
All right. Like he earlier said, this course is going to cover from the beginners class to the intermediate and to the advanced. Like we all know, what I call the beginners class, this is where I regard piano players to be the baby piano players. For the intermediates, I regard them to be the youthful piano players. Now, as for the advanced, that's where we have the adults. For a beginner, you're new to the piano. First, you don't know what the piano is. I'm gonna tell you what the piano is. Now, this piano is said to be a musical instrument which is used to accompany music. Now, if you look at the piano is made up of the white keys and the black keys, okay? And the whole keys of the piano are 12 in total. The keys are 12 in total. If you see, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, they are repetitive. You go to the next octave, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the next octave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on and so forth. Now, we have to understand that at this point in time, we have to look at terminologies, how to expand your piano vocabulary. Because that's why you might have heard a lot of piano players saying vocabularies like diminished, suspended chords, dominant chords, circle of fourth, tritones, and all that. Now, you have to start from this class, and if you haven't still subscribed yet, I need you to hit that subscribe button as we go on.
So because me now, I'm hearing things that I'm hearing for the first time.
Yes.
I did tritones and the rest. So we're going to learn all these in this class.
Yes, in the class.
Beautiful.
Okay. So we are going to learn all this, and it's starting from the beginners lessons. First, practically, you have to know what is called your finger numbering.
Finger numbering.
Your finger numbering as a beginner is very, very necessary, because like you see, we have 5 fingers. We have the thumb, we have the index finger, we have the middle finger, we
The
have
ring.
the ring finger, and we have the little finger, which is the pinky finger.
Yes.
Now, the thumb now is your 1. That is your number. The thumb is your 1. The index finger is your 2. The middle finger is your 3. Your ring finger is your 4th, and your little finger is your 5th. So you have to know this as a piano player. I'm going to take this, let's say, in the key of C, which is the first key on this keyboard. Now, the key of C. Now, we are going to be looking at the diatonic scale, which is called the major scale. Because as a beginner, that's the first thing you have to know, which is the major scale. Now, your thumb first. That's your 1, 2, 3. Then after that, you slide your thumb through and you go to your 4. That makes up your major scale, and that's the right fingering on the key of C. After fingering, definitely you're going to move to learning the triads, the basic triads. Okay, now a lot of us might have heard what triad is or chord. Okay, a chord is a series of 3 or more notes played at the same time to give you a sound. So that is a clearer definition of a triad or a chord. Now, when I say a series of 3 or more notes, that means a chord consists of 3 notes or more.
Yes.
So that is a definition of a chord. I'm going to give you an example of a C major chord. Okay? Now, a C major chord consists of your C, your E, and your G. We also have what is called the minor chord.
Minor chord.
Yes, we have the major chord and the minor chord. Now, the differences between this major and the minor chord is that now the major chord sounds happy.
Sounds bright.
Now I'm gonna play something, then you see how it sounds. Why the minor chord sounds sad. Now you see. Now I'm gonna define that, then you listen carefully.
Okay.
Now, like I said, the major chord. Right? Now the minor, your third will be flattened. The half step.
Flattened third, yes.
You see how sad that sound? So this is sounding it's sounding sad. Now your major back, this sounds really happy, right? Right? Now sound sad, your minor sounds sad. So this is a difference between your major and your minor chord.
So at this point, the beginner guy begin to understand major chord, minor chord, and then how they relate to one another.
Definitely.
Beautiful. So they would learn triad in all the keys, or you stay on one key at this point?
Definitely, you have to build up from a key.
Okay.
You can't just start learning from all the keys. You have to start learning in a key.
In a key.
Now, when you know all your chords,
like the way I do on sax.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they take one key, then later they transfer the knowledge.
Yes, sir. So when you know your chords like your major chords, your minor chords, your diminished chords, your dominant chords, your 7th chords, your 9th chords, okay, your suspended chords. Now, when you know all that in the key of C, you can move to the key of C sharp, which will be we will still take note in the class to come. Yes. So you can go to C sharp, go to D, go to E flat, go to E,
and
go to
use
F.
the same knowledge to
exactly. So it's more like it's a formula that you transit to other keys.
I get exactly.
Now, when you know your chords, you know how to play your chords perfectly. You learn your inversions. Okay. Inversions. Now, this sounds right. So inversion shouldn't sound really technical to you, because inversion is simply. Now, let me make an example of an inversion. Now, this is a C major chord. This is a C major chord, which is right. Now, if I am to invert this chord, I'm still going to play the same thing, but in a different way. If my root is this C, and my second is E, and my third is what? G. Now, I make my root, for the second inversion of this chord, I make my root to be the second, which is what? Your E. Okay. It will now be this.
It will now be
which is your E, your G, and your C.
Okay, it's just a matter of rearranging it.
Just rearranging, and it sounds still the same thing.
The same thing, yes.
Just a difference in pitch.
In pitch.
Because if you see, this is lower.
Yes, and then
this is higher.
Like an octave.
Right?
Yes.
So that's why this is the second inversion.
I get it now.
Of this major chord. That's the major chord of C. So now, if you're to play the third inversion, you now make your third, which is your G, your root, which will now be, right?
Okay.
So it's the same thing. I'll play everything together. So after your inversions, this is now where you now start working on your hearing, because one basic key to being a better piano player is for you never to be tone deaf. Okay, yes.
Tone deaf.
Yeah. You see, when you hear the word tone deaf, a tone deaf musician is said to be a person who can't reproduce a given sound.
Okay, I get this.
Yes.
So it's like saying dun,
Exactly.
dun,
Exactly, sir.
dun, something like that.
Exactly, sir.
But there are people that play piano without even knowing what they do.
So that's the thing.
There will be limitations somewhere.
That's the thing. That's why you have to subscribe to this channel, because you're not just playing the piano. You're going to play, and you learn how to interpret what you play. Okay?
I get it.
Yes, sir. After this, that's where we move to the intermediate class.
Wow.
Yes.
Intermediate class.
Yes.
So from the
because at this point you're no longer a baby. You've grown to the point where you get to a youthful age.
Yes.
Like I said, which is the intermediate.
Okay.
So at this point, this is where you start adding what I call nuances to your play.
Yes.
These are piano vocabularies we have to know in the coming classes. Okay, this is the time we have to add nuances. Now, I'm going to play a simple song. Let me give you a picture of how it will sound like. Okay, I'm going to play a simple song we all know by Israel Houghton. We give you all the glory. Your Alpha, we give you all the glory. I'm going to play that part in an intermediate way.
Class. Okay.
Now, before that, I'm going to play it in a beginner way. Okay. So I'm gonna play this in the key of G flat. Okay. Now, this is for a beginner. Now, if I am to play it in an intermediate way, now listen to this. This is what I call nuances.
Okay.
All right. Now this sounds much more sweeter. Okay.
Very true.
Okay. So this is the difference. Now, nuances are more like the spices you add up to your meals. Okay. A lot of us might have had what we call reharmonization. Now, nuances and reharmonization, song reharmonization, they work hand in hand. You see, what makes up a reharmonization of a song is the nuances you play in that song. Now, this is when we talk about the advanced class. Okay, when you hear reharmonization is you playing a particular song in the same way it is played. Never sacrifice the melody, but add your nuances to it. But never you sacrifice the melody. Never ever sacrifice your melody. So you playing your nuances to that song. I'm gonna play an advanced song, and you see the nuances I'm gonna add to the song. Okay. Now let's take for instance Triads song "I Love You Forever."
Okay.
Now still the same key, the key of G flat. Now we know this song. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. Right? Now, normally this is how it was played. Now, if I am to play it and add nuances,
beginner
level,
okay.
Now, if I am to play and add nuances to this, now you listen to it. I love you forever. I love you forever. Okay, now these are nuances. All these I played are nuances that help spice up your play when you play.
Man.
On an advanced level.
I'm hearing some. So those are things that are they chords you are playing, or you're just doing some chromatic?
No. They're actually
progressions.
They're actually chords.
They are chords, and then you're going to learn them. At that level.
Now we've heard of what circle of fourths is like. Circle of fifths, right? And most of us don't still, have an idea. That's why I said we have to expand our piano vocabularies because it helps. And I remind you, if you've not subscribed, please, I need to still hit that subscribe button.
Yes, because it's getting hot at this point.
Yes, definitely. So now, let's say in the advanced class, you want to play a circle of fifths, right? In a song. Now let's pick a song. Now, the song. I will worship you forever, love you forever, because this God is too good. Now this is circle of fifths I played there. Right? Now what I played here was I will worship you forever.
5.
Forever, yeah. Now, right?
I get that.
That's a 5, a 5, a 1, right? And a 4. So your fifths. Yeah. So if you want it on a circle.
Nuances.
Yeah, these are nuances.
Like nuances look like nuisances. they add some nuisance to the
exactly. So
my guys, this is interesting, man.
So this
I can't wait. I don't,
All right, now, like I said, advanced class has a lot to offer. I remind you, click the subscribe button.
Yes.
And you have to register for this course because you have a lot to learn.
A lot.
Now, arpeggios, yes. This also says spice up your play. Okay. Now let's say your chord. Now back to the key of C. Now your major scale. Now if I'm to run the arpeggio of this scale, now it will be
okay.
Now I'm running the notes one after the other. I play it again. Okay. We give you all the glory. We worship you alone. You are worthy to be praised. So what I played here was. That's an arpeggio.
So you added a ninth.
Yes. Yeah. Now to my African viewers, there definitely there are. We all know we have African musics like the Makossa, the Woro, etc. Okay, definitely we are gonna learn series of progressions in Makossa songs.
Okay.
Yes, for the advanced, there are series of progressions you have to learn that will spice up your play. All right, now let's say a song like. So this is a beginner.
A beginner will be playing this. Wow.
Now.
Wow. Man. I feel like starting the class now. So the class I've started already. This is just the first class, second class, we're going to take it back and begin to drop beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So we're going to try and mix it so that we can carry every level along.
Yes, sir.
All right, man of God, you have to say for your one last word for the students, those watching online, those who are going to be registered in the academy one-on-one with you.
For viewers online and for my physical students who are watching right now, I want to say this. I want to let you know that the key to success, or a step to success, is you're starting now. Okay, it's not about thinking I will do it tomorrow, because most times there will never be a tomorrow.
Exactly.
So your tomorrow starts today. So no procrastination, okay, in the language of a musician, of a pianist. So no procrastination. When you're set to do something, you start it now. So your language should always be a now, not a tomorrow.
Not a tomorrow.
So no procrastination, okay? And always find your music inspiring. Okay? Find it inspiring, because that's when you enjoy what you play. Because there's no benefit of you playing what you don't enjoy. Okay? So always find your music inspiring. So that's what I have to say to you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in this class. In the next class, expect a breakdown of some of these complex side of the piano lessons. So for those of you that have not subscribed, we're still saying it again and again. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to register with him one-on-one training on Skype, New World Empire, we have an organized system that allows you to learn from wherever you are all over the world. We have students who are calling in every day, and we're able to accommodate all of them with a price that I believe you can afford. You can get started in 2022. And like you said, 2022, this is just January. Don't wait till February. Don't wait till March. Start now and then go ahead and do it. Whatever a man find your hand find to do, God says you should do it with the best of your hands. All right, together we want to say bye.